Alright, check it out. It's your boy Great Laker Noah right here with Ray God.
What up?
We about to do just another quick Game of Thrones episode 2 recap.
Little synopsis
for you guys. So, numero 1. Let's start on the east side of things in Essos, right? We didn't see anything from Dany this week, so take that for what it is.
She coming back. She with the horse gods, and Dothraki trying to run it still.
She cool for now. But what happened there is Tyrion set the dragons free, and the dragons was like, "We cool with that." Why the dragons trust this dude?
Now notice how the dragons, they just chilling in the cut. They didn't try to get out. They like, yep, we good.
No, we good. You let us free, we cool. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they started eating some more goats, which is really good. I love curry goat is really good.
It's hard to eat goats when you got this big ass chain on you. So
I guess that is a point. You can't just eat a goat whole with this choker on you. Yeah, that makes sense. Get the King's Landing. The Queen, she feeling bad. She didn't really have a good couple weeks. She had some bad weeks recently, but she did pick up this other dude who we don't even know what's going on with this dude. Book readers, we have a little bit more insight of some.
Not a book reader.
Exactly.
But
so
this monster, this dude.
Yeah. See,
all right, so he.
Technically, the big, huge, giant monster dude is the mountain. Remember, the mountain got all poisoned up.
But he seems to have, like, supernatural power, because he just, like, ran up on man, like, you want to talk shit?
Yeah. It just mushed his head into the wall, man. So it was all bad, right? So, he coming through like Kevin Nash right now and destroying the game. Then we saw King Tommen, a.k.a. the Punk King. He's falling through, talking about all whining and crying to his mom and them. And he really ain't doing too much right now, but I guess he said, "Mom, sell me out." So you already know, man, like 9 million people about to die.
Joffrey is making his comeback through the resurrection of his brother, and this is what I mean, blood. That's all you need to know. Blood is about to be
blood. So much blood. Blood, one blood. We totally forgot to talk about Arya, who's like, blind and like still begging, so she ain't having good weeks either right now. But I guess they gave her a hand because my man's Jackin, this is his name, Jackin. My man's Jackin came back to him and was like, "Hey man, I'll let you back in the crib."
Basically, as long as you repping this face god shit, then you down with the set. That's all. It was simple.
Now we could go north. Let's go north. Let's go north and talk about what's going down at Winterfell. So you have Winterfell, and then you had this dude Ramsay, just savage. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with this man. Savage. I don't know what's wrong with this man, dude. He comes in, right, finds out his dad is having a son, which means that's a legitimate heir. So what does this dude do? Stabs his own dad. Stabs his own dad in the gut.
It was poison.
Oh, right. I forgot we were supposed to say he was poisoned by the enemies. You know what I'm saying? The enemies on the block. Block your own enemies up. And then, I don't even want to say no more, dude, because it was a disgusting scene. It was a terrible scene. It reminded you that this cat was a vile individual. And I forget the actor's name. It's like Ewan or something like that. It's spelled weird. What's his name?
Ewan McGregor.
No, not Ewan McGregor. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No, way too noble. I don't want to see this guy acting in anything yet. Pretty much him as an actor, you the worst character ever I've seen. You're not gonna break it. You Ramsay everywhere. Torture. Even the dogs are scared.
Ewan, if that's your name. I see you in the street. It's over for you. I take you out, man. I'm sorry, man. If I see you acting the Broadway on the stage play, you and what's my man's name? Daniel Radcliffe. I see you and Daniel Radcliffe in the streets. It's over. Anyway, we saw that Theon, Sansa, Podrick Payne, and everybody's favorite knight, Brienne of Tarth, we saw that they was chilling in the forest. And Theon says, basically, "I can't rock with y'all no more. I gotta go."
You good now.
You good now. So he said that. I remember what we forgot.
What's that?
We went all the way out to the Iron Islands. And then we saw Theon's dad and his sister basically talking about the future of the Iron Islands, and then out of nowhere this dude shows up, throws Theon's dad off the bridge.
and dipped out. Literally, that was his cut for the show.
Again, book readers, we know who this is. This character is called Urian Greyjoy. So basically, who he is he's the king's middle brother.
Right. Okay.
He's the king's middle brother, and this dude has traveled all across the world. The known world.
Now, they said he's supposed to be dead, so...
You gotta think, man, in medieval times and stuff like that, you don't see somebody for 5-6 years, pretty much you just assume they dead.
You can't check his Facebook.
You can't just check his Facebook, and you can't, he don't have Foursquare.
Nah.
He can't just check in. It's like, now checking in that, Marine, you can't do that.
Well, we got one more. Snow God is back.
The Snow Lord is back. So check it out.
The Fire Goddess was trying to pull some things, and she seemed to have been stumbling on her face. When we haven't seen that in the show at all. At all. My man's came through hold up. You do the miracles.
Right.
You got to believe in this fire shit so we can get the Snow God back.
And as we saw in the last episode, man, she was letting her glamour come down. We saw that she was super old. And we saw this kind of crisis of faith that she was having. And we were thinking maybe she won't be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. I didn't think they were going to bring them back that quickly. I thought it would maybe episode 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But it ended up that they brought him back episode 2. And we'd be interested to see what it's like to be dead for a minute. On that note, we go even further north to what is called in the book the Lands of Always Winter. We see young Brandon Stark, and he's training with the Three-Eyed Raven, aka the guy. He's this dude is YouTube basically. And what he does is he's plugged into a whole bunch of trees, which is wires and stuff. And he could recall stuff from past events because he's warg and stuff. And he can see, he's green seer, so he can see back in time, maybe even see the future and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Well, this time he actually went back to see his pops as a child.
Yeah.
And just walking around, he got his legs back, feeling himself. But he ain't even thinking about himself because right now it's his pops and Hodor. Willis.
Yeah, Willis. Random. So we saw he wasn't always Hodor, but... Another thing that's very important, and again, just some more tidbits that they're throwing in for us book readers. We saw the first appearance in the flesh of Lyanna Stark. And Lyanna Stark is Ned's sister and the former, girlfriend of somebody who can't be named right now. What girlfriend? We don't really know.
She got a statue down there.
She has a statue down in the crypt. But seeing her is important because that's going to foreshadow some other things that are going to explain a whole lot. There's a very popular theory with book readers about why she's important and why a few other characters are intertwined. So based on the previews that they showed us for next week, it seems like we are actually going to finally in the show see this flashback that pretty much everybody in this community has been looking forward to. It's seriously, it's big, dude. It's huge. I would honestly say, in terms of importance to the story, this is just as important as the dragons hatching, just as important as the red wedding. It's stuff it's that important, bro.
Okay.
It's that important. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Subscribe, I guess, if you feel like it. And
credits rolling right now.
Yeah, and also check out the episode from last week that I did that dolo. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys. Again, I'm Great Liquor Nora. This is Ray God. We'll see you guys next week. Alright? Deuces.